That's Jesse Goldberg-Strassler and Adam Jaksa. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you, Taylor.
You have had quite the time on the road. A 6-game series, split though, between Lansing Lugnuts and the Loons.
Okay, so the Great Lakes Loons are one of the best teams in minor league baseball. We're talking pitching-wise, we're talking hitting-wise, and yet, Adam, somehow the Lugnuts have had their number.
Yeah, it started at the beginning of the season. The Lugnuts swept them in Great Lakes, and then they played them pretty tough in Great Lakes in a full 6-game set. So this was the first time they came to Jackson Field. The Loons had won every road series through the first half. They have represented the East as the best team, but not this week. Lugnuts played them tough and got the split.
All right, Lugnuts stepping up to the plate, literally, and making sure that they can take on the Loons. And also, since the All-Star break, you have 2 players with the Lugnuts who are able to get some of those home runs on a loss, but they were able to get them.
Yeah, this was important to flip that power switch on because the Lugnuts had not homered since the All-Star break before Colby Thomas and Brendan Malone.
Jesse, question for you. What type of cheese is your favorite?
I'm so glad you asked. It's a Colby Jack.
I love it.
Colby Thomas going yard. He's got major power, the 3rd rounder out of Mercer, and this is what a Colby Jack looks like. He bats right at the very top of the order, and he hits with such a high arc, soaring off to home run hill to take that first round trip tour with the Lugnuts. There will be plenty more Colby Jacks where that one came from.
I love the nickname, a Colby Jack.
Cheesy.
We're cheesy with it. It fits too perfect. Okay, and there was another interesting play happening. You almost decided to switch sports a little bit by kicking the baseball, actually.
This was our highlight of the week, and it comes credit to the Great Lakes Loons defense. We're going to look on the left side of the diamond. A ground ball is going to be hit to third. Luis Diaz is not going to play it with the glove, but the foot gets in the way, and here's how they get their kicks. Right from Diaz's left foot to shortstop Taylor Young, onward to first in time. They could not have planned it any better.
Sometimes you just have to involve one more player to make the out at first base, and credit the Loons. They did that.
They did just that, and it wasn't just the Loons who were playing against the Lugnuts. You had almost an extra player fly down onto the field, right?
Oh, this was a delight for Adam. Adam is the birding enthusiast. And so when a mourning dove shows up, right, a dove is of peace. No, this dove is of battle. This dove sat right down there between third base and home plate, and it was a rally dove.
It was pretty cool, too, because the Loons sit in the third base dugout, and the birds were dive bombing. There was a couple of them, and then, yeah, one just sat right down on the third base line, and then actually the third and final out, the guy got caught in between, and the bird had to leave out of the way. It's almost like he was a distraction helping the Lugnuts. There's only one bird that belongs in Lansing.
Good luck.
It was wonderful. And this mourning dove, fearless, utterly fearless mourning dove.
He's like, try to move me out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't scared of the Loons, and neither was he.
And I bet the fans love that, too.
Yeah, it's one of those things where sometimes baseball goes to the birds, but that's okay. And in this case, you never know what can happen. That's the great truism of baseball. Any baseball game, you might see something that you've never seen before. You just don't know that it's going to come from the animal kingdom.
There you go, and that's the beauty of baseball. And the fans, let me tell you about the fans picking up every single day. 200,000 attendance this season for the Lansing Lugnuts. Talk about the fan energy that you've seen this season.
Yeah, I think we look immediately at the high water mark of the 4th of July with over 11,000 fans and the largest crowd we've had in a decade. But, Adam, this has continued throughout this year in this homestand. Again, massive crowds.
And I think the other cool thing, it wasn't just the weekend, right? I mean, obviously the biggest crowd came on July 4th. It was a Tuesday, but this was our biggest non-July 4th Tuesday crowd. So we're looking down, there's 3,000 plus there, and it was just stacked up every single day. And even yesterday, we had a 55-minute rain delay. All the fans stayed, watched the game, and it was a beautiful afternoon for baseball.
Hey, the fans are dedicated to watch the Lugnuts.
We love it. They're nuts just like us.
Oh, yes, we're crazy like that. Now, you have a Lansing Lugnut who got a pretty cool special visit. You have pitcher Kumar, visiting President Biden, Vice President Kamala Harris.
So Kumar Nambiar got a phone call out of nowhere. And Kumar, in the offseason, had been involved with the Minor League Baseball Players Union. They just got unionized. And this was all throughout last year, making sure, okay, we're going to become a union, all of the players in minor league baseball. And so throughout the offseason, there were the negotiations between the Minor League Baseball Players Union and Major League Baseball. And he was a part of that. He was in the meetings. He's a native New Yorker. He's out of Yale, and so he's a part of the negotiations. So first we're on the road at West Michigan when he gets the phone call, hey, can you make it to Washington, D.C. as our representative? He quickly hustles over to Kohl's. He buys a suit. He buys all the clothes that he needs. He hops on the plane. He gets to Washington, D.C., and there he is in the White House next to President Biden and Vice President Harris.
And he wrote about it. He's got a blog that he updates with. He got to speak directly to President Biden, so very cool. My favorite part, too, is there's a couple trends within the bullpen this year for the Lugnuts, and one of them is the mustache.
Oh, good.
He just had made an Instagram post that the mustache was here to stay, but if you look at the photos at the White House, he shaved it off. Make sure he looked classy.
He has to be professional for the president.
But just imagine, out of all of the baseball players in the country, they needed one representative, and it's our Lansing Lugnuts lefty, Kumar Nambiar. And then he comes back. He's jet-lagged, and he fires 5 scoreless innings against the Loons. 3 scoreless, comes back the next game. 2 scoreless. He's been awesome out of our bullpen and influential and highly important when it comes to the grand scheme of things with the baseball players.
So he's saying, I'm going to meet the president, and I'm going to step it up with my pitching skills here. Watch me go.
Yeah, and the suit looked great for being bought on short notice.
Oh, yeah, you got to love it.
He does us proud.
He does do us proud, especially with that jet lag you're talking about.
I'm hoping that he can, turn some folks in Washington, D.C. into more Lugnut supporters.
Hey, there you go. We were talking earlier about Chicago a little bit, saying my brother found another little jersey at a Chicago thrift store, so hopefully we can get some more Chicago people our way, too.
I love it. Second City.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Well, we have more teams the Lugnuts are coming up soon. August 8th against Fort Wayne.
Well, yeah, I'm going to say goodbye to the two of you. I'm taking a 2-week road trip to Iowa. So farewell. I'll bring you back some corn, whatever you'd like.
Great.
I'm going to Quad Cities and then to Cedar Rapids with the Lugnuts the next 2 weeks. And then, Adam, we're back on August the 8th. It's a 2-week homestand.
Yeah, and the last time we came back after 2 weeks on the road, it was July 4th. Again, great crowds, great atmosphere. But yes, Fort Wayne comes in for the first time to Jackson Field this year. Joey Chestnut is...
I was going to say, you talked about the 4th of July, and there's lots of hot dogs involved.
That's right. Olive Burger eating contest this time, a Lansing staple. And then it'll be those Great Lakes Loons the following week once more. So get your tickets.
Yeah, definitely get your tickets. For those who don't know who Joey Chestnut is, I don't even know if he makes it look appetizing.
He's the world's greatest eater.
He is, and he just, wow, it impresses you when you're watching it.
Yeah. I don't know if it inspires you, but we're going to challenge him to eat as many olive burgers as he can.
Best of luck to you, Joey Chestnut. There you go. Anything else, Jesse, Adam, you want to add about the Lugnuts?
Yeah, I think that right now we're looking at the rest of the home games, and we're down to our final 18.
There's
so
only a
go
few
to
left,
lansingLugnuts.com. Yeah, check out that home schedule and come on out and support us. The weather's been great. The team has been really exciting, and you never know what you might see. Join the Morning Doves.
They joined the Morning Doves. There you go. I like how you ended it. All right. Well, we always like to end Extra Innings here with just a little shout out to the Lugnuts. All right. 1, 2, 3. Go Nuts! So thanks for watching Extra Innings. We will see you next time.